G'day, Mark Fouhy here from Farm Trader Magazine. Today we're out just south of Morrinsville checking out the 3602 Strautmann loader wagon, and we've got John Pio here from Strautmann to tell us a bit more about it. John, what can you tell us about this new machine?
Okay, g'day Mark. Today, just out here with Rex Mickelson. He's the contractor, owns this machine. Rex has owned a couple of machines prior to this. He had the 3601 and prior to that 3032 models.
Yeah, so this one's had a bit of an upgrade in terms of the pickup and a few other features.
Yes, so the new rotor on this with the augers. So we're looking at a rotor, single rotor, 2 bearings, 2.1 meters wide.
So not too much to go wrong in
very little
in terms of drive shafts and chains.
It's all mechanically driven through the new CFS system, your continuous flow system.
Yep.
And we've got a pickup that the tines are at about 205. The bands to the end come to about 230.
Yep.
So a nice wide pickup, and as you'll see, we've got the tandem rollers so that we fluff it out, spread it across the tines.
Yep.
The new augers, able to bring it back in, put it in through the throat, and the new machine now has 44 knives, equally placed at 35 mil.
Yep. So that gives you
that fine chop, and like I say, very low horsepower requirements.
What I'm liking about this is the your Teflon bands on the pickup. They look like they're going to be a whole lot easier to deal with than the steel ones of traditional pickups. And
again, we're going to have a quieter machine, easily operating, and like I said, like you said, you know, a bit more movement and a bit more give. If you ever happen to, you know,
catch them on something,
might be a bit rough in that. It's just wear and tear. So yes, new technology as we go forward.
The top door, is that standard or is that
it's an optional extra?
Yep.
And as you'll see, when we use grass, we do ask the guys to leave the bolts in, because that pressure of the grass pushing it back is quite severe. Yes, mainly an optional extra for guys if you're going to be using a chopper.
Yep, be handy to open that front door
to be able to fire it in.
Yep. And the covers for the sides, that's good to keep your load covered when you're on the road doing those sort of jobs.
Again, I think it's become law in New Zealand, a lot of trucks and gear now, it's coming in that if machinery is going to be on the road.
Yep.
Again, that is an optional extra that Strautmann offers, or some people have them made here, but I think a very worthwhile bit of attachment to be added to the machine.
Yep, oh, it's going to add value once it's on there anyway.
Correct, saving that, say, grass, and say even in the maize season, when guys use them as a trailer for maize harvest. Yes,
and then it's all kitted up with your wide boards and your hazard markers and flashing light at the rear, so you should be all good to go on the road as best you can.
Well, safety again, as you know, has become a very big thing, health and safety. So yes, she's rigged up, ready to roll, comes fitted with chains as well, and chains for safety through that. The different options in Europe, I suppose, is the air brakes.
Yep.
Mostly in New Zealand is the hydraulic brakes, but it comes with both options. You have your breakaway system for safety, plus the chains.
Yep, so you're pretty well covered if things are going to go pretty badly to things to fall apart.
Yes, and then the options on your different tongue, you can either go with 80 mil ball hitch or with a tongue, depending on what is required. So again, a machine will be spec'd up as to the customer's requirements prior to order. Tandems, they come standard with the steering. Standard or hydraulic suspension.
Yep.
This machine has got hydraulic suspension on it, so an option for guys on rougher terrain in that.
Yep. And then it's got the big 710 flotation tyres as well to minimise the soil compaction on the ground of a larger machine. So
correct. You know, like I say, big machine carrying a lot of weight, and again for easy travel and towing.
Yeah.
So again, low horsepower requirements for such a large unit.
Yeah.
On the bigger machines, we come with the link chains.
Yeah.
And not just standard chain. And you have different floor options.
Yeah.
So either come to a Teflon or steel floor on the bigger machines.
Yeah.
As you'll see, this one, it's got a galvanized chassis.
Yep.
From the 36s up, they're coming out with a galvanized chassis.
That's going to be good to, like you say, protect from the corrosive nature of grass juices and what have you.
Juices, like I say, all forage you know, your juices that come from that.
Yeah.
So again, just getting a better life and a longer life out of
Yeah.
machinery.
That's one thing Strautmann in New Zealand are well known for, is machines lasting and going the distance of time and potentially being upgraded down the track if need to be refurbished and go on for another 10-20 years.
Yes, like I say, the Hopkins family, starting with John Hopkins, brought these machines in from Germany 36 years ago, and his son Andrew has kept the tradition going.
Yeah.
And then with the other brothers, Ian, now also coming into the business, and Tim. So yes, the Giga machine is predominantly your contractor's machine, but we also do the Super Vitesse machine, your fine cut, and with a DO option, that being a rear conveyor for our goat customers. We're also in the market with the mixer wagons, right throughout the ranges from 9 cube right up to 45 cube, and then a big range of muck spreaders as well, Strautmann muck spreaders. The other new technology they've brought out is that the knives will kick out individually.
Yep.
And be able to kick back individually.
Yep.
There is an option to have scales fitted. That can be done, I'd say, either aftermarket or in Germany.
I've had the 3602 out, working on a small job of silage, getting it stacked up. She's done no problem. The smoothness across the paddock and the quietness of the tine pickup, and with the Teflon bands, it's really done a good job. I'm really impressed. Ease of operation, if you've used Strautmann gear before, you'll understand how to operate this straight off the bat. And yeah, it's going to suit your large contractor or extremely large farm if you justify a machine like this. But if you'd like to know more about this machine, check out our review in Farm Trader or online at farmtrader.co.nz, or alternatively check out the Strautmann Hopkins site and they'll have more info there, or contact John Pio, the salesman for Strautmann.